Yo, what's happening? What's up, guys? Listen. Doing things a little unorthodox and a little bit different for this video and for this review. But boy, do I got a review for y'all today. For those of you that don't know, for those of you that aren't interested in mainstream hip hop, or maybe you don't know about specific lyricists that have paved the way for the likes of some of your favorite lyricists, even here in this subgenre, in this pocket of the YouTube dimension that we kind of live and breathe in, I have to let you guys know the Clipse have dropped their brand new album, Let God Sort 'Em Out. Okay? That might sound like something you don't care about at all, and that's okay. I still want you to pay attention. All right? Clipse goes back to 2002, I believe, is when Grindin' came out, which is a Pharrell produced, maybe top 5 greatest hip hop beats of all time. Grindin'. You've heard the beat, I promise. You've heard your favorite rapper spit on this beat, probably. If you haven't heard your favorite rapper spit on this beat, I promise you your favorite rapper has rapped and freestyled over this beat at some point. Maybe not publicly, but they did it. Grindin' was an incredible blowout smash, bro. They went crazy. They have literally held a name for 20 years in hip hop, not just because of Grindin', but that was the beginning point. That was the starting point. They have released other albums since Grindin'. I think their last album before this album was 2006. That's a long time ago, bro. To not be intertwined in hip hop throughout all of that time as a duo, as a dynamic group, yeah, that's a long time to go missing, right? But what happened is with their successes, the group makes up of Pusha T, which I'm sure you've heard of. He dismantled Drake, killed Drake, body bagged, whatever you want to call it, in their rap debacle, right? Pusha T is one brother, Malice is the other brother, okay? Malice got saved, became a Christian, and said, you know what? I don't think I want to do this music thing anymore. This isn't for me. So he left the group, the duo. Still in great relationship with his brother, all of that. Like, his brother always had his back throughout all of that. He understood. He was going on a journey, didn't want to be a part of it. Push understood. All was well. During the hiatus, he did do a couple of, mixtapes or album, whatever you want to call it, under the new name No Malice to represent his Christianity. He's never lost a step. He continued to rap really, really well. I actually like the Christian music too, not gonna lie. And all of these years go by, and then boom, Kanye West drops Use This Gospel and brings the Clipse brothers back together for the first time we heard in quite a while. So then the whispers started to come again. When is Clipse going to come back out with another album? When is Clipse working on an album? Is Kanye going to produce this album? The whole nine. Well, Pusha T then has a falling out with Kanye. They did do a song on Pharrell's Neptune brother Chad's album. It was fire. It was super well received. These boys rap, bro. And then the rumbling started to begin. The Clipse is coming back out. It's a Pharrell produced album. They start premiering music at, what do you call the fashion shows? You know what I mean? Anyway, man, all the music was sounding great leading up to. Well, let me just tell you guys in short, bro, because I'm doing this off my phone. These guys have released an album called Let God Sort 'Em Out, entirely produced by Pharrell, who, to me, hasn't made a hard beat since Grindin'. But, because Pharrell is Pharrell, bro. I love Pharrell. I love Happy. I love a bunch of the songs that Pharrell has been a part of, and he has made good beats. But, like, hard beats, you know what I mean? It's been a minute. I don't care what nobody says, bro. It's been a while. When I tell you guys, and Kanye and Push severed ties. Push has never been super disrespectful about it or anything like that. It just, it is what it is. We didn't get along. Kanye is on his Kanye wave right now, and Push didn't want to be a part of that. Well, let me just tell you guys, man, Let God Sort 'Em Out is one of the best albums I have heard in the past decade. In the past decade, for sure. There's some albums that really stand out to me in this past decade that I really love and admire and still go back to. Off Season, Donda, the death of Slim Shady, Music to Be Murdered By. Yes, I'm an Eminem fan. But a lot of the music that has come out over the past decade, even though it's hot, even though it's dope, I don't find myself going back to it all that often. Americal 2, that's another one that I go back to all the time. There's just something about specific albums that really bring you back to them. It's the relatability, and that's what gives you that sense of replay value. And over the past decade, people have just forgotten, hey, we should make stuff that these people can relate to. When I tell you guys that Clipse, who are in their 50s at this point in time, I think Malice is a grandfather. When I tell you that they have gracefully aged, are out rapping all of these boys and doing it at the highest level possible and showing what maturity should look like in hip hop, I'm telling y'all, this album is a classic album, front to back. There's not a miss. I've never heard them rap in the way that they're rapping, not to the degree that they are. Like, this is their best album to me. Without question. Like, this is their best album to me. And the album opens up with a tearjerker. Both of their parents passed away. And they story tell on this record about how, you know, Push was out doing the hip hop thing. He used a line like, you know, his mom was out here saying her goodbyes and checking boxes while Push was checking Instagram messages or whatever, DMs. I'm like tearing up about it because you feel that. It's like, man, you never really know. And even when they're trying to signify like, hey, and it's like, I'm too busy. I ain't got time to like love on you right now like that. And then Malice comes in, who hasn't lost a step at all. I mean, you're talking about Push is arguably a top 5 MC in today's world of rap. Malice comes in and just, I mean, he's just as good as Push. I'm not going to say one is better than the other. That's not what I'm here for. I'm loving the fact that two brothers have gotten together and made this incredible classic album. Well, you know, Malice comes in on the tail end of this song. It's called Birds Don't Sing. John Legend is on the hook. No matter what you think about John Legend can sing, dog. And John Legend says, birds don't sing. What is it? Birds don't sing. They cry in pain. It's so good, man. And then Malice comes in on the tail end of this talking about how he is the one that found his mother and his father passed. All happened within 4 months of each other. This track is a tearjerker for sure. Can't believe they actually opened an album up this way. Like, nobody opens albums up like blasting your emotions away, right? Go straight into the they go straight into the dog pile, bro. They're like, what's up? Anybody that wants it, y'all can get it. We're out rapping everybody. There's so many great songs on here. It's literally front to back a great album. No skips. You don't need to skip any of it. You might skip one just because you really can't wait to get to the other, but you'll come back around to it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. And that goes straight into this hard... Boy, did Pharrell shined on this album. I mean, hard beat on Whips and Chains with Kendrick Lamar. Hard beat, bro. It sounds like No Church in the Wild, but in 2025. I mean, that song goes balls to the wall bonkers, bro. It's so good. It's so good, man. Which leads into POV, which is maybe the verse of the year, just the way Push flowed, the pockets that he fit into, the cadence, the delivery, I mean, and if I continue to go down the track list, we're talking about every song on this album at that point. It was incredible. It's an incredible display of lyricism. It's an incredible display of rapping ability. It's an incredible display of what it's like to be an older statesman in a young hip hop generation and still being able to control the climate and murder beats, bro. I can't say enough. Malice is back in his bag, but not so much that his faith is, left behind. Malice did such, man, dude, Malice killed this album. He rapped better than anybody out right now without having to justify his faith or turn his back on his faith. His faith was carried with him. Man, dude, but it didn't sound like I'm trying to force this on my brother or trying to force this on you. It didn't sound like none of that, bro. It's an incredible album. The beats are insane. And I'm not trying to ride the wave, man. I've sat with this album for almost a week at this point, and I've been waiting to give my review on it to where I really sat with it and grasped it and enjoyed it, figured out what I might not like, which is nothing. I just want to say it's a job well done. And you don't see that the elder statesmen in hip hop, especially the ones that haven't rapped together in 2 decades, come together like this and make an elite album. This album's going to be talked about a lot because good music travels. And that's what I tell that's what I tell y'all all the time. I tell you guys all the time, like, at the end of the day, what you're giving me, what you're packaging, these boxes that you're checking to deliver the message, like, get it, got it, understood. At the end of the day, though, if the music is great, the album will live, the album will travel, and the album will succeed. And man, they knocked it out the park. My expectations were high because of what I had heard leading up to. My expectations were through the roof, and they still succeeded. They still exceeded they still exceeded my expectations. This album is literally like, this album is a 9.5 out of 10. It's a 9.5 out of 10. I'm tying this with ACAL's AmeriCal 2, which, if you haven't heard AmeriCal 2, don't talk to me about how, oh, what are you talking about? Don't talk to me. If you've heard it, you know what it is. If you ain't heard it, chill out, bro. Like, if you ain't heard it, you don't get it. Like, but those 2 albums give me it's such a breath of fresh air for hip hop in general, and it's such a great place to see the game in, because in the underground, even in the subgenre pockets, we got classic music coming out, classic relatable music coming out that's going to live. In the mainstream, that's not so mainstream anymore. I mean, they cut ties with Def Jam. They don't have a label. You know what I mean? They did some kind of distribution deal with Roc Nation or something like that, I think. But overall, like, pretty independent, mildly independent. I would say like 75% independent. And I have to say that because the independent artist that we rock with all the time on my channel is truly independent. You know what I mean? So, but man, I got to tip my hat to these guys, bro. They've done it, and to all the Clipse fans out there, man, it's a good day to be a Clipse fan. It's a good week, a good time to be a Clipse fan. And shout out to Pusha T, shout out to Malice. This album is incredible. I'm going to continue to play it over and over again throughout the year. And I ain't going to lie to y'all, man, this album's going to last because the music is so good. This is one of those albums that I don't think people are even going to realize how good it is until years have gone by. And it's like, man, this really was it, dog. Like, it's good. It's really, really good, man. Shout out to the Clipse. I loved it. And shout out to Pharrell, who shined. Boy, did Pharrell shine on this album. I don't know who shined more between Pharrell and Clipse. Or Pharrell and Malice, because we know what Push does. But Malice hadn't lost a step. I can't say enough good things about it, man. If you haven't heard it, if you at least don't try the new Clipse album, Let God Sort Him Out, you are doing and you like rap, you are doing yourself like the most major disservice that you could, like, if you like rap music and you haven't even listened to this album yet, you are doing yourself a disservice. You shouldn't even speak about hip hop if you haven't at least tried this album, because I'm telling y'all something, bro. This album is a classic. A classic. Don't miss the wave. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. All right? Peace.